Sanna, would you like to talk about the start of the studies?
Yes. So the studies will start with an orientation on Tuesday, 23rd of August at 9 a.m. exactly. So the idea is that during the first week, we will have this kind of orientation where we go through the basic things of your studies. So there's IT info, how to use our online platforms and IT systems, and there's library info and those kind of things that we want you to know before the studies and courses will properly start. And this orientation week runs for the first year students, but also for the new students who are starting their studies here at KAMK. The courses will officially start on 29th of August, so on the following week on Monday. And the timetables for your studies can be found from our this kind of schedule system. So it's lukkarit in Finnish, but it just shows the timetables for each group separately. We will go through how to use this system during the orientation week. So it will be then informed you more detailed how to use this system. And then the autumn semester runs until the 16th of December. So it might feel a bit long semester, but we have one independent study week in October when we don't have any lessons. So from 17th until 23rd of October, there's no actual lessons. It's a holiday for us, but for the students, it's called Independent Study Week. So the idea is that you don't have any actual lessons then, but the teachers might give you some additional assignments or projects to work on. And as mentioned, the autumn semester ends on Friday, 16th of December, then before the Christmas. And we will resume back to work after the new year, but the spring semester courses will start then on 9th of January. And the spring semester runs until the end of May, when we have the graduation ceremony for the graduating students. And during the spring semester, there's also 1 week when we don't have any lessons. So it's again this kind of independent study week for the students. So this is the timetable for the studies. We will go through these timetables during your studies, during the orientation week, but this is the rough timetable for the studies. But then should you, Kirsi, change the slide?
In a second, yes, I could comment on how the studies are running. So as Sanna mentioned, we have our semesters from August to December and then January to May. And during these times, we have no exam weeks or specific times when everyone has exams, but it depends on each course how they are evaluated. It might be that not all the courses even have an exam. There might be assignments or group assignments or group exams. So all the courses can be a bit different. But if there are exams, they will be arranged during the semester whenever you agree with the teacher or the teacher tells you that now the exam will take place at this time. And usually these independent study weeks are arranged. If there's a mid-course exam, then the independent study week is usually the time when you can study for the upcoming exam. So that's how the system works here. Right. And now that you all have the AP degree either completed, or I'm not sure if you all have that still going on so that you will graduate this summer, I believe, most of you.
Yeah, they will be finishing Kirsi at the end of June.
Okay, perfect. So the school is still.
Yes, just to get paper. Education is pretty much finished, but they will receive the paper, final paper, nearly end of the June.
Okay, that's perfect. All right, so it's good that you've already finished the studies, though. All right, great. But you all have the same degree, but of course there are differences in these in your background, so not everyone has exactly the same degree or same school, so we have to check what you have done before and do accreditations based on the previous studies, and then see case by case what you will start doing, what you will be studying during your stay here. And of course, the idea is that we will use as much of the previous studies as possible to be accredited towards the bachelor's degree. But yeah, as I said, it depends a bit on the background and on each degree, because I think there were some differences that some had more internship, for example, than the others. I'm not sure if you exactly have these, but then less courses can be accredited if you didn't have so many courses. But I think the previous studies match our degrees also quite well, so that should be quite okay to do the accreditations from your previous studies. So what you could do in advance yourself is to compare what you have completed a bit to our curriculum also yourself, and see how much similarities you can find. Because I think in most of the cases you had bigger packages that include components from several of our courses. So we have to see whether it's like automatically we accredit full packages, or it might be that for certain courses you might have to do a small assignment to get the full course accredited. But it depends on the background for each student, but of course we try to do it so that you won't have to do same things twice. At least what you already know, then you don't have to repeat those, and that we can make your studies as smooth as possible. So then, so the number of credits and courses that are accredited may vary a bit for different students. And then the remaining studies we'll see case by case, also based on a bit on your interests. You can select what you will be doing, so that we can also consider that a bit. We'll see how much possibilities there are, so that the courses will be running the best way for you also. Do you have any questions on these courses and degrees or accreditations or anything? Okay, I assume that this is more or less clear then. And if there are questions also later on, then feel free to email us, so we will be happy to answer. Do you want to comment something, Roman? Okay, perfect. I just thought if you have something that you've heard from the students or you want to share, that would be fine. But okay, very good. All right, so that's about it. So we'll try to work out the best way for the students' benefit in these accreditations. All right, then the practical matters. Sanna, over to you.
Yes. So you've already sent, you've all sent your applications to us through the study info, and hopefully you've all also received our notification of admission. So you've confirmed the study place from us, but a few of you haven't yet confirmed the study place for us yet, so you haven't informed that will you be accepting the study place or not. So the deadline for accepting your study place is 15th of July, 3 p.m. exactly, the Finnish local time. So if you wish to study here at KAMK, please accept your study place by 15th of July, 3 p.m. the Finnish local time, so that you don't miss your study place from here. And most of you, you need to send us them AP degree certificate or transcript. That would be good to send to us by 15th of July as well. So we need to check the transcript once again, and then we can confirm that yes, you can attend your attendance here, or you can register your attendance here. So the idea is that you will accept the study place by 15th of July, and then you also need to enroll your attendance by 31st of July. And the enrolling your attendance just means that will you be attending your studies in autumn, or will you be absent from your studies? And we would like to assume that you are all here to study, so you will be then attending students. And all of this can be done through study info. So you've received the acceptance letter from us. You can find the link for accepting your study place and enrolling your attendance from the same email. If there is any problems for accepting the study place, or if there's any questions about the student admission, you can send the email to me and I can then forward it to our admission service if needed. So these are really important deadlines. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry,
go ahead,
Kirsi. To check. So it says that send the transcript of record. So this means the degree certificate from the AP degree. So all the documents that you receive. And transcript of records is usually the list of courses that you have been studying and which grades you got. So this together with the degree certificate. Yeah.
Yes, please. So these were the important dates for the student admission, but then after you have accepted the study place and registered your attendance here, then of course you need to start planning your move to Kajaani. So as mentioned before, the studies will start on 23rd of August, and it's good to arrive here in Kajaani a few days early so that you will get to know everything and you know where everything is. So then continue to apply for the student housing from the local housing company. So we have this city-owned housing company called Kajaani Pietari here, who offers student housing here on campus area, but nearby also. And I'll send you the material so that you can have the link for yourself as well. But then the student housing is applied through the housing company through this link, and after you have filled in the application, the housing company will send you a housing offer from where you can then either accept or ask further information for the apartments. And when it's close to your arrival to Kajaani, as Kirsi mentioned already, remember to fill out the notification of arrival 2 weeks before your arrival at the latest, so that we will have the tutoring students waiting for you upon your arrival, so that we know who is coming and when, and we have the apartment keys and everything ready. So these two things are as well important as then accepting the study place. And I believe we have few pictures from the student apartments that we have here in Kajaani in the next slide. Basically, the student housing here in Kajaani, it's usually it is arranged for the international students, so that you have a shared apartment where is a common kitchen and bathroom areas, and then you have your own private rooms with a bed and table and everything there. Kirsi, would you like to add something regarding the student housing?
Yes, I can comment. These 3 photos that you can see here from inside of buildings, these are all from the campus area. So there is some accommodation available in the campus area, and then the others are all around the town. And in these 2 other pictures, you can see a bit of Kajaani. So the center is quite small, and most of our students, they either walk or come by bicycle from their apartments to campus, so everything's quite nearby. There is basically no public transportation in Kajaani. Well, there is, but most likely it won't be useful for you. So there you can save some money and have a bicycle and use that for exercise as well, to move from one place to another. But yeah, the distances are quite short anyway. And yeah, as the number of international students is quite big, we have to put the students to live in different places. So unfortunately, not all can fit on campus, but there are quite good apartments available in different parts of the city as well. The price is approximately 300 euros per month. I would say that's quite typical. It varies a bit in different places, but mostly it's around 300. And of course, the easiest opportunity for you is to have a furnished accommodation, a shared accommodation with furniture. In Finland, normally, if you want to rent an apartment from the private markets, they are usually rented without furniture. So then you would have to start by buying all the furniture and making an electricity agreement and agreeing on different things. But with the student apartments, everything's taken care of. So this is the easiest option, at least to get started with. So try to apply for this kind of accommodation from Kajaani Pietari. And yeah, if you have any problems with that or any questions, you can also contact Sanna and she can help. We collaborate closely with this housing company.